of night. And it's a sign of how good that album is that I like immediately hear the. I'm pretty sure I know the next song. Yeah, I was gonna say my brain immediately started playing the next notes of Ame Harirora after hearing the outro to Clock Up Flowers. God tier album, for real, for real. We may have peaked in 2012 unknowingly. Is today the winning day? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It really depends on how I play. You can ask Mitesh what he thinks of my winning chances because he watched my most recent practice session. I guess Mitesh is the most reliable source. When doesn't it depend on how well you play? When you're clearing with certainty, when you're clearing with certainty, when you've practiced and studied so much that no matter what happens, your baseline bag play is still good enough to win. Obviously. Very good. Let me know if volume's bad. I think it's fine. My mic settings always get fucked up. Playing well with certainty. Yeah, but for some definition of well, playing well just means you clear. Yeah. So yeah, we'll see. Anyway, I hope everyone's having a good weekend so far. We have finally some beautiful autumn weather around here. Although I'm genuinely stuck inside for the next 2 weekends, which is unfortunate because I actually would have kind of liked to have been out doing things this weekend. I probably would have ditched stream to go do normie shit this weekend. But yeah, it's been a while. I streamed on a weekend, I think. Probably since, the start of September? Maybe there was one weekend in September where I did it. Probably not Labor Day weekend, right? I was busy Labor Day weekend, so maybe the second weekend of September. Probably been, close to 2 months. I was gone last weekend, and when I came back, it basically went from end of summer weather to middle of autumn weather, which I personally love. I love autumn weather. Autumn is my favorite season. Even if I'm stuck inside playing Toho on a beautiful autumn weekend, it's still a beautiful autumn weekend nonetheless. Try not to think too hard about the number of weekends that are going to be busy in, like, December. It's probably all of them. Yo, hey, T-Bear. You can see I've practiced Parsi a lot, actually. I feel like my Parsi is pretty stable. Really important for getting runs going in this game, in particular, given how big a difficulty spike stage 3 is. I need to actually practice mid-Yugi. I didn't practice mid-Yugi at all this week, I think. You have to dodge one wave of basically full lasers on this pattern every time. So I just need to practice doing that. So one thing I will say about this game in particular, that I don't think is true about other Toho games very much, not that I can remember, there's a surprising number of places in this, in like sort of the safe route, where hitting with, where like your horizontal positioning so that you're doing perfect DPS really matters. Basically every boss has a hitbox that's just barely wide enough to get hit by all 4 of the Yukari options, and there are places where you really, really want to actually hit with all 4 of them. It does matter, regrettably. Focus shot, obviously. Do I remember my route? I think I do. No, I don't. Okay. Too high. Like here. Like level with her, I think is fine. Or something. Like the power, 3.5. If you do it this way, then you can basically bomb once. You can panic bomb once during Yuki, and you can still have enough power to be like alright for stage 4 is sort of the idea. Interesting RNG. Yeah, they're doing a lot of steadying on this game, though. Well, I haven't streamed it in a while. I have done a lot of steadying and practicing. A lot of learning. Hopefully it pays off. I don't think I really have the consistency needed to, like, be confident I'm going to clear, but... You know, it's kind of a bait that it plays the low health sound effect when you're hitting these shackles or whatever. With a nice fucking bait. Yeah. Not bad, not bad. The way she moves when you're directly underneath her is a little bit sus. Not sure I completely understand the timing on this. Timing and positioning on this still. Look at her directly underneath her. Feels like she always wants to move left for some reason. I forgot to set my car back to forward too. Like, she should be in the middle for this. She should always be in the middle for this because she doesn't move during the previous spell. Like, see, there she didn't really move. She just moved up slightly. She didn't really move to the side. I don't know what makes her do that. It's weird. But yeah, you can see good amount of practice on stages 2 and 3. I think I can get runs started. Now, will those runs clear? Different question. But the practice has amounted to something at least. Not quite a clear with certainty, but can always miracle clear. Why warm up stage? I'm not gonna bother warming up stages 4 or 5. I wanna see what I can actually get. only jail if you make it jail, Nitesh. It's only jail if you make it. Jail is just a state of mind. Why would you ever want to leave Hinamizawa? You know, that might have been the peak of the stream. Now that I think about it. The 7A memes. That might have been where the stream peaked. Didn't know it at the time, but I mean, there's only so much practicing you can do on this stage 1 in particular, right? Because of how it is. I have to remember how to do the Kisame spell, and then it's fine, probably. I did practice this for what it's worth. I did actually try. If I get jailed by the spider for 15 minutes, then, you know, I'll start bombing and I'll just accept my fate. But I did try. Didn't give up on trying to make sure I didn't get jailed here. She moved down twice. She moved down twice as soon as I said it, and I got destroyed by the bullets despawn mechanics. Okay, well, you know what? Sometimes you try your best and you still fail, you know? What's important is that I did try my best. Yeah, maybe I should have practiced reimuA a bit more. Kinda getting just destroyed right now. Sure, I'll get into a rhythm. It'll be fine, but... It always feels so lame to actually practice a stage 1 boss, you know? It's like, dude, I should just see this. I should just see this enough times that I just don't need to practice it. It's like sometimes I don't, you know? Like Letty, you know, I can get away with not practicing Letty. Or reimuA. Unlike some players, I can actually beat reimuA. You can't actually, you know, see that. I should actually watch this stage 1 route again. I keep dropping power there when I think I could pick it up. Probably just wait to fire or something. There's some bullets to graze. Okay. I can just get hit by the bullets, I let them fire instead. That works too. I guess it's time to be uncool. Still though, there's no way this was actually like, I don't know. Pattern is so bad. Sorry, it's just so bad. It truly boggles the mind. Zune really got away with some truly awful stage 1 patterns this era of Toho, you know? I guess you do have to kill it eventually there. Maybe I can leave that alive or something for a bit to have more bullets to graze. Probably can. I don't want to learn an actual stage 1 route in this game. I don't want to make it hard enough to actually jail myself more frequently than I already do. I would kind of like to be able to get 3 power into reimuA if I can. I feel like that should be possible, at least, but I don't actually know how hard it is. Thinking the less time reimuA non-1 is on the screen, the better, you know? I guess that's 3 power. I'm gonna immediately die because she goes down. Okay, well, reverse jinx worked, I guess. What the fuck was that pattern? Skills never puts the, like, the web or whatever down near the bottom, directly below her. Like that. They're prepared for it. Don't worry, guys. I'll get out of stage 1 eventually. Any second now. Man, imagine if this game had high-end bullet clear rules, huh? It's really unfortunate that, like, the bullets clear away from the boss, and so being on the bottom means you're more likely to die still during the bullet clear window. Really unfortunate. Going from playing Ian to this game, even if it's been a while, still kind of feels a little weird, you know, as a result. Alright, good power, good power. Ah, fuck my life. I guess you could just POC a little bit, huh? Nothing really stopping you. Boss right at the end. Classic, classic. Say the line, Nitesh. Time to watch anime to cheer you up? Damn. What do you mean? How about time to watch your favorite Twitch streamer to cheer you up? Huh? But Aru isn't streaming. How can Aru be your favorite Twitch streamer when Aru never streams on Twitch, Aru? You have to actually hit the go live button to be a Twitch streamer. Be someone's favorite Twitch streamer. Best I can do maybe is you can see Parsi soon PM. Cut me some slack here. Life, isn't it? You know, it could be worse. It could be worse. I've let myself get sucked into the downhill vortex again for the first time in over a year. The time where I actually go for the sub 13 and get my certified top player time PM. It's unfortunate that I went so long without really being able to do runs, you know? My schedule's been really rough this fall. You know, every time I go like a long time without streaming on Saturdays, the harder it is to get back into it. The harder it is to get used to it. It's like, I want to be clear that I do actually enjoy this. But it is like, it is a significant expenditure of energy for me. Good morning, Chitanda. How am I? Been alright. How are you? Get some sleep to recover from the test puzzles. Well, that's good. That's good, I'm glad. Well, look, did you guys know there's a game that goes after the, stage 1? Sleeping is so good. Yeah, true, true. Maybe I should switch to Lolke. We can play Doremi. Yeah, there's more game after this actually. It keeps going. Right, the beans. Of course, I forgot the beans. I forgot the beans. The game. Oh yeah, it is right now, that's for sure. Remember, gotcha means don't play. For some reason I thought I was good at this part. Like, I remember learning it and being okay at it, and now I'm just dying to it repeatedly, so maybe I forgot how to do it. Cache memory reference or something. Yeah, a lot of enemies in this game just like shoot faster than you would remember. That's what I want, right? Is I want to actually raise the beans enough to fill my gauge. Game is very punishing if you're expecting things to go according to your route and then you mess up your route slightly. It's very punishing to mess that up. And I don't even have full power here. That's insane. I have to actually play this spell normally if that happens. I guess that's fine, right? It's not that hard if you know you don't have the DPS to do the one round speed kill. See, look, I promise I actually played this game since the last time I streamed it, even if it doesn't look like it. I just spent a lot of time on Parsi and stages 3 through 5. That's all. Yeah, Mitesh was there. No truther Mitesh. Unfortunately, this game is just sufficiently hard enough for me that, like, all the parts I don't practice, it still takes a while to get used to. Sing them again, even if I did learn them before. True. 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 This game is so much easier the higher power you are, it's ridiculous. I hate saying it, but it's really true. Like, it's just like a completely different game on 4 power. Yeah, it really does. Like it's one of those things where it's like the mechanic that's supposed to make the game easier actually makes it harder in a lot of ways. But it also rewards you for bombing but not dying is the thing, right? Like it rewards you with the life piece. So it actually incentivizes you to make the rest of the game harder after the one part you're on. It's really kind of a cruel system in a lot of ways. I mean, I'm kind of like okay with the general balance of how it works, but it makes sections like this really annoying because the difference between needing to use your bomb on Yamame moving down versus just having full power and stage 2 being a cakewalk feels really big, you know? It's like the solution is to be consistent at the RNG parts of the game. Or the really hard parts of the game. You know, some of the hard parts are less RNG than others, but you know. The only solution is to really practice a lot and be consistent at the difficult patterns. You can't even see it. Like, you can't even see the fast-moving blue bullets. It moves down, like, there's not enough time. You just have to memorize. You have to memorize where the gaps are because it's just so fucking fast. Yeah, you know, if I wasn't streaming this, there's a good chance I would be streaming downhill this morning, so I still feel like I kind of made the right life choice, you know. Like this was the correct life decision. I'm not an enjoyer, I'm a downhill hater. Like, every single part of it gets harder the faster you go, basically. Like every input gets tighter, the more speed you're conserving, the better you're doing. Like, I know it's not designed that way, but the way it turns out to do it fastest feels really poorly designed and bad, you know? Okay. I kinda probably should have bombed that. That's the fun part. Well, I mean, yes and no. I mean, like, yeah, technically, like, playing more optimally always makes it more difficult, but, like, in the sense where, like, you're just pressing... you're pressing light attack on and then down dash on the right frame as fast as possible before you get a chance to visually confirm what's happening. I'm an eyeball gamer. I like the visual cues and the consistent timings and setups and everything. But yeah, you probably just straight up can't do it, right? Because you do basically want to down dash like during the uplight almost. Well, you only really get to do that if you keep perfect boost speed on the slope before, after getting a perfect ADB off the turkey, after getting a perfect back heavy, after getting a perfect low boost, after getting a perfect backlight, after getting a perfect ADB. You know, but like... Brother. I practiced this. In the end, it didn't even matter. I mean, don't take this the wrong way, Nitesh. People literally play that level with a macro. Like, it's very much the kind of level where you can just press buttons and it'll just line up eventually. Up to a certain point. As long as you're like trying to do the right things and you just press dash a bunch, it might line up eventually. It's a short enough level you can do that. You can't really get like a sub, you can't get, you know, a sub 13 with that, but certainly get a sub 14. There probably are a decent number of sub 14 times that just straight up use a macro. And then even try to time the dashes. And it's so hard to get in a rhythm on this game. Like, you know, I want to get into like the clear rhythm where you see the stage 2 and 3 bosses enough times in one session during a run to actually get past them. If you see them 0 times, it just doesn't happen, you know? Yeah, like the way the top 10 times like conserve speed in a few places is just like so precise and particular that you're really never gonna be able to do it unless you like know what you're trying to do and trying consciously to do it correctly. Like after that first slope you slide down, for example, right, you time the one dash at the bottom of it. The dash after that is like very specific timing. You're really like never gonna get that by accident. You want to time it so you get an ADV and not just like regular dash speed, not just your horizontal speed currently. You actually gain speed from that dash if you do it correctly. You gain horizontal speed if you do it once your vertical speed's below 300. Well, I haven't actually looked at what those times actually do. I imagine a lot of the similar stuff. Maybe some different places are optimized, I don't know. That doesn't really matter to me at this point, because I'm just going to copy world record. Why would I do anything other than copy the fastest strats available to me? Like, I can understand everything the world record does, I just can't do it. I just can't press the buttons good enough. Yeah, that's not surprising. You don't actually need it, technically, for sub 13. You don't need the low boost at the start either, supposedly. Like, all those tiny little things, they save, like, you know, tenths of a second each, and that gets you from the sub 13 times to the world record. But it all does save time in the end. And I'm, like, not just going for sub 13, like, oh yeah, this is the only thing I care about. Like, I might stop there, but like, I'm trying to learn the fastest strats possible. I'm trying to get the best time I possibly can. Put up the best run I possibly can. Rather, I hate this spider. Rough session. I'm blaming Fatar for this. You know what? I've decided Fatar is my scapegoat. I definitely would have chosen to practice more if Fatar didn't lead me to believe that I might be playing with him this weekend. Thought we weren't bringing him up. Well, you know what? Nah, it's fine. I should have followed up sooner, but I was like extremely tired the first few days. I'm not operating at max performance in general right now. I would rather be playing a comfy detective game with Picard, but what can you do? It's not like I don't like this game. I actually really like this game. I just don't like reimuA. And guess what I've been doing the entire stream? Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna learn the fast downhill ending, but I am gonna try. I'm trying to do the low boost at the start, and I'm trying to do the backlight, and I'm trying to do everything up until that point. You know, I'm practicing with the intent of doing all that. You know, I think I can get a really competitive time with it all if I execute it correctly, but how am I not dead? Okay. I was just YOLOing dodges there because I thought I was dead. Okay, well, maybe this was the answer all along. Just mash, just pray. What? Well, yeah, the fast ending is really hard. Like, it's really hard, and it literally only saves a 10th if you do it perfectly. It's impossible to get it to save any more time than Mickey Mouse spell. Well, I'm a Mickey Mouse streamer, as you can see, a Mickey Mouse player. I have nothing to show after an hour and a half of playing. I gotta play more Toho, I guess, to be good enough to make it out of this hellhole stage 1. I got distracted. I realized that grazing those, like, lasers only counts as, like, 1 graze or something stupid. Like, why am I not getting any meter from this? I only just now realized this. I'm playing so bad today. Maybe it's time to finally retire and be a VN-only streamer. Time to hang him up. And be like half the people in the Toho project category and just stream whatever Toho spinoff is popular on Steam right now. Of Yote. The game is a lot of fun. I saw people saying that game was really easy. Which, I mean, given my performance today, maybe that means I should play it. Like, do we really need an easy version of IN? You know, IN's already kind of one of the easier games. Yeah, see. I don't remember if FDF 1 or 2 were actually easy, but... I remember FatFat was doing one of the, like, the Grace Challenge or something in FDF 2, I think, and... for an achievement, and he had actually had a decently difficult time with it, so there was at least some stuff you could do in that. There's a lot going on visually in those games, at least, and makes it kind of hard to tell how difficult the patterns actually are. Watching, in my opinion. A very noisy game visually. You shot from off screen, man. I need to, like, stop tensing my shoulders. Actually stretch a bit. Oh, fuck. It's a depressing stream. I really thought I'd make it out of stage 1 with some amount of regularity, at least a little bit. I guess in retrospect it makes sense. Like, I kind of thought that I'd learned stage 1 Alright, and I really evidently didn't learn it well enough to just boot the game up and just do it. You know, that's on me. Yeah, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna practice this stage a lot over the next week, and then Picard's gonna be free next weekend. I'm gonna forget everything again. Yeah, I mean, well, definitely compared to like something like Moth, for example, right? Moth is a stage 1 jail, but only if you play on lunatic. I do think stage 1 in this game is kind of hard compared to other games' stage 1s, even on lower difficulties, but some games the jail is very much like a difficulty thing. Or a strat thing, you know? Like if you're scoring or going for survival consistency. Then it becomes a lot harder type thing. Like, I'm just fucking up at reading a lot too. Like, I'm just not really, like, in the zone, you could say. Probably just built up fatigue and stress. I kinda had a bad last couple days at work, just due to being on call. Like, I'm just kind of carrying around a lot of passive stress right now. I was already tired from traveling. I'm trying to think, what day of the week did I actually stream practicing, like, on Discord? It was like Tuesday, right? I think it was Tuesday that I played a lot. I was like considerably less stressed by work at that point. It was really the end of the week that was bad for work purposes. I don't know. gonna see what hit me there. But yeah, anyway. PCB and IN stage 1 are pretty easy on Lunatic. ELSD stage 1 is... I guess it's difficult if you decide you want to collect most of the items that fall down, which I did. I thought it made churn out easier enough that it was worth getting jailed by stage 1 sometimes. But this game and Moth both are pretty rough to reset credits on in Lunatic, I feel like. Unless you're willing to bomb the stupid spell in Moth. That I really stubbornly chose not to do for like the entirety of my grind. And in retrospect, I really should have. It would have helped me a lot. I'm not really sure why I chose not to do that, to be honest. But yeah, anyway, fun times, fun times. I was actually very tilted for the majority of the Moth grind. So I guess it makes sense in retrospect, because it was my first Lunatic clear, and by Moth being a kind of relatively easy game for it. I'm getting used to playing on the higher difficulty level. Anyway, for Trails waiters, I should probably say, yeah, I'm honestly not sure that I owe Fakar a weekend probably next weekend unless he's busy again, but one of the next few weekends I owe Fakar. That I'm kind of expecting to have, like, maybe, you know, what, like, 3 more weekends the rest of the year or something stupid like that. I'm not expecting to have very many. Our favorite franchise, yeah. I mean, it's popular actually. I get a lot of views and Twitch chat activity when I stream those games. I almost died while the bullet was despawning. Again. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think the guy that spoke last time is, I think they were all pretty real, actually. What I can tell. But I think a lot of them are leaving when they realize that it's that it's gonna take 20 minutes to solve puzzles. 20 minutes to remember that some rocks can only be broken by more fall bombs. Feels like I'm watching Garrett stream, you know, like, I watch Garrett stream, he'll be like on a select screen, and I'll like go take a shower or go work out or something, then I come back and he's like still trying the same wrong solution when I get back. Well, I guess I'm kind of doing that right now too, right? Still at stage 1 jail. Could have like, you know, gone and watched the whole ass movie and come back and I'd still be in stage 1 jail. Playing good, wouldn't have happened. I'm not bothering pre-ordering, I'm just gonna download it when it comes out. I guess I should take a day off for it. I need to figure out what I'm actually doing about my days off in December though. I've been procrastinating. I have some amount of on-call coming back up, which I find it difficult to work around. I've got the usual. It's actually going to be worse for me in terms of like all the family stuff I have to do because my brother is graduating college in December. He couldn't do a May graduation like the rest of us. He had to do a December graduation. Like, I don't need more things to do in December. I really don't. No matter what I do, I'm gonna have to be on call either sometime during early December or early January, probably, or late December. There's no getting around that. There's no way it just lines up to where you know, I can't just be on call for 1 week during a time where I'm not that busy anymore. Can't get away with things just working out so that I'm never on call when I'm supposed to be doing things. Other things. I barely got it to work for I barely got it to work for fucking October. I'm paying paying for it now. Holy shit, guys. It's a clean stage 1. It happened a singular time. It can happen. Proof of concept. Well, the stage is so much easier when you just come in with basically 4 power already, huh? Crazy how that works. Why didn't the speed kill work? What did I do wrong? I guess I didn't get underneath her fast enough. I guess the solution to that is to actually do the proper, like, graze spot so that my gauge is full. I don't have to, like, know where the life piece is. I think that's the answer, right? Is, like, to actually practice doing the graze spot 100% correctly. That way I'm just going to be completely certain that... And... thought I could watch there. I found it well. Like, I promise I'm not so bad at stage 2 that I can't, like, do it in a run. I've just gotten there with correct power twice in 2 hours. I promise I actually played the rest of the game. I promise. I've played stage 2 before. I fucked up this part. That part's really easy to fuck up, actually. Unfortunately. I really wish it wasn't, because I don't like it at all, but... very easy to fuck up. I have to dodge a second wave of this. By the way. Big fun. At least dodging a second wave of this isn't that hard. Yeah, I just can't do attempts where I make it out of stage 1 so infrequently. Like I can't actually get runs going like this. I have to actually like sit down and practice doing stage 1 consistently or something. So I'm not grazing anything right now. I'm getting 0 graze. And you can be further down on the screen. You do that, right? That's like really easy. Speed kill her. Because you just go down there immediately. Have to practice actually getting into the graze spot now. You have so much time. Like, I should just do that every time. And that way I don't have to think about the life piece, I don't have to think about how much DPS I've done. I just do that every single time. Uh... Alright, I'll give it another, like, 30 minutes of trying to get out of jail. Maybe 15. Actually, definitely 15. If I don't make it out of jail, then I don't make it out of jail. Today was just a bad day. What can you do? Should have practiced more. Should have played better. Get him next time. I was thinking about maybe doing something after the Toho today, but I don't feel like I have the energy for it. Might be a rest Saturday. Gotta recuperate from all the fun I've been having. Gotta recover. Which I mean, I'm gonna sit on my couch like a sack of shit and play Ghost of Yote and just watch Twitch streams. To be clear. I like the sound of that better than I do trying to find something to stream on Twitch. It's actually interesting. I could play Hades, but I don't really want to right now. Wow, it was that easy the whole time, you know? I could have just done that I could have just done this every single run today. It was Shrimple the whole time, you know? You can just win. Just be bees. I did not trust my read there, that's on me. I think that was doable, but I'm just so risk averse at this point. I'm gonna make it difficult to speed kill the next spell. Oh, you get power back, okay. That's fine. I did not know where I was in the pattern there. I shouldn't have bombed that. I don't usually bomb that early, but I usually have more power. I'm kind of playing bad. I'm just so happy to be playing the actual full video game, you know? Happy to actually be playing Subterranean Animism and not Subterranean Animism Stage 1. You can't really bomb this shit. Like, it just makes it harder. Okay, my power recovery route going into stage 4 was just to die. You know, take Kakudori. Yikes. Surprisingly good cap, all things considered. I didn't think I was dead at any point there. For sure. I always died at that bullet on this, man. It's always the same fucking one. Oh well. I don't quite have the stage 4 route down enough that I can just do it on command like that. Unfortunately, like, the best route involves speed killing a lot of things, and I just am not good at finding the speed kill spots and all the amulet spam. So it's kinda hard for me right now to do stage 4 consistently. But, oh well. Learned a lot from this session. Have some things to practice. At least it's a proof of concept, right? I made it out of stage 2 kind of cleanly this time instead of out of stage 1. I don't think I made it out of stage 2 cleanly at all the last session I did, so you know. Just 4 more sessions to go, and we just add a stage every time, and then I'll just LNN. I'll just LNN in 4 streams. Super players hate this one simple trick. But yeah, I don't think I have anything left in the tank, I'm going to be honest. I thought I would have more energy than I did this weekend, and I just don't have anything. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Nothing to be done. Still have fun playing Toho 11. Oh well. I think that's just gonna do it for today. I don't really want to stream anything else right now. Yeah, I think I'm free. Well, I'm on call still next weekend, so I'm probably not gonna go anywhere, and then I'll have a few weekends before Thanksgiving where I'll probably have some free time. Then who knows? Who knows? But yeah, that's it anyway. Sorry for the scuffed gameplay. Scuffed gameplay is the most fun. Well, it wasn't even funny scuffed gameplay. It was just like endless reset scuffed gameplay. Maybe if it was funny, yeah, but true, true. I don't remember when I added that, but true. This is more what I'm thinking. But yeah, anyway, that's it. I probably won't stream again until my normal stream time. Honestly, I'll be happy if I can just stick to the normal Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday thing for a couple of weeks at this point. Just hold on. But yeah, that's it. I'm gonna go be a lazy piece of shit for the next 10 or 11 hours. Take care. Have a good weekend.